walk away and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done.
Hopefully the information that I share with you today, you can take and run with it. My goal is that the information that you're getting from these video blogs will be able to help and change your business for the positive. So let's get started. First thing I wanted to talk about this morning was some information that I read yesterday about what City Mortgage is doing to improve short sale and loan modification turn times. About 6 months ago or so, a turn time at City Mortgage was about 16 to 18 weeks before you hear anything back on a short sale or loan modification. Today, they're at 6 to 8 weeks. So that's an incredible turnaround for them. So that file that you've got sitting on your desk that's got dust all over it, that you haven't heard back from the agent about, you haven't heard back from the bank about, it is coming. The answer is coming. So dust it off. Get ready. You're going to work on that file again. So, you know, the reason that those turn times were so long is that nationwide mortgage servicers have, the call volume has increased 500% for incoming calls to those servicers. So that means that over the last year, the number of phone calls has increased 500% for people calling in wanting to talk about short sales, loan modifications, why their mortgage payments are late. All that is a tremendous amount of call volume. So, you know, hats off to City Mortgage for, you know, changing the way that they do things, adding employees, buying, you know, the necessary equipment in order to handle that kind of volume, and turn times are down. So get positive about that. You're going to hear an answer pretty soon. Also, I wanted to talk about your marketing and how you're targeting your specific areas. I talked yesterday a little bit about why taking quality photos of your listings and making sure that those photos stand out on the web are so important. 9 out of 10 buyers start their home search online. Now that information came from the National Association of Realtors. That is your association. So keep that in mind. Take quality pictures, but also when you're doing your marketing, target a specific demographic. And the demographic that I believe that you should be targeting is that median price between $200,000 and $260,000. That's where the first-time buyers are. That's where the move-up buyers are. That's basically where your average family with a light to medium debt load can qualify for a loan. And so when you're focusing on who your clients are going to be, when you're focusing those marketing dollars, and I know there's not very much of them out there right now, so make sure that you're hitting the right places. And where the money is, again, that term, follow the money. Where the money's at is where you want your marketing to go. So again, if you look on RMLS Web and check your data for the last few months, look at the median home price in the Portland area. It's going to be, you know, $240,000 to $260,000. That's where you want to focus your attention to. Now, obviously, you're going to take on those buyers that are in the $500,000 range, but that market is flattening out. Those homes are going to be on the market for longer periods of time, and it is going to be less and less that you're going to see those kind of buyers qualifying for that mortgage, because with full doc income, you know, that buyer is not as prevalent as that first time move up buyer who's going to be in that 240, 260 range. So keep that in mind when you start your marketing and targeting specific demographics. You start with the loan first, and then the area, and then school districts and that sort of thing. But that number is important. Also, I wanted to give you just a kind of a heads up about where we're at. I know a lot of good information, a lot of positive information has come out in the news the last couple of days about, you know, home values increasing 1.4%, you know, nationwide over the last month, and also, you know, mortgage rates being down. Those are all great things, and I love good news. But I want to prepare you guys for what I believe is a long haul. We are in this thing for a while, and the reason for that is that you have got a couple of factors that really nobody is discussing, because this positive news is outweighing everything. But the main thing that I want to stress to you today is that only 35% of the houses that are owned by banks are on the market right now. Banks are waiting for market prices to improve, and they are going to put the rest of their inventory out when they know they can get top dollar for that house that they own. So when this inventory starts to hit the marketplace, our inventory, our supply and demand is going to change. Right now, the inventories are going down, houses are moving quickly, more quickly than they were, and prices are slightly increasing. But when these homes come back out onto the market, you are going to see, a supply and demand issue. That's one issue. The other issue is you've got this first-time home buyer credit, and I'm going to compare this to the Cash for Clunkers program. That GM hired 1,400 additional employees nationwide to handle this Cash for Clunkers issue, or this legislation for all these trade-ins that were coming in. Now, this program is gone. Now, what happens to those 1,400 people that were hired? Because without that incentive, how many people are actually going onto the car lot to purchase a new car? Probably not very many. So now that you've taken this program away, you have built up this frenzy in the car industry. Now what are they going to do? When nobody buys cars next month, they're going to have to lay off all those people. So you have an artificially inflated marketplace for the auto industry. You also have that happening in the housing industry. If this first-time homebuyer credit does not get extended, you are going to see the same thing happen here. Now, 5 out of 10 buyers are new first-time buyers potentially, at least from what I see. 5 out of my 10 clients are going to be first-time home buyers, are going to take advantage of that tax credit. But that's 5 buyers that are in the market right now that weren't in there before. So you take away this tax credit, you're going to see the number of buyers in our marketplace decrease. Maybe not by half, but it's going to go down, and that's going to pull people, who are able to purchase homes out of that marketplace. Again, that's going to inflate the inventory, along with the fact that banks are going to be putting their homes back onto the market. So the other factor that nobody's talking about is the fact that the subprime loans are what caused this issue. Now, the statistic there is that by 2011, all those toxic mortgage loans from the subprime crisis will be out of our system, or out of the servicing system. So that means that this problem that we are facing is going away. Well, we think so, but because unemployment is up, you have defaulting rates on prime mortgages. You are seeing almost the same amount of defaults on prime loans and jumbo loans that you're seeing on subprime loans, and that is troubling, because now you've got another situation that looks exactly like the subprime crisis in the prime loan portfolios. So, don't be fooled by positive news that happens on a day-to-day basis. We still have a giant monster here that has not shown its head yet. So keep that in mind, and don't get comfortable because you hear some good news and you think things are going to turn around and rates are down and your buyers are just going to come walking through that office door looking for you again. You're going to have to fight, and you're going to have to go out there. And that's the only reason I'm sharing this information with you. Not to bum you out or give you some bad information, but to prepare you, because I believe that if we continue to work hard even through the good news, and don't let up, we will make it no matter what happens, when these things start to show themselves. So, again, I just don't get down on this information. This is just information I think you need to be prepared. Also, continue to check out that links and docs section. The mandatory clause was very popular yesterday. Download that, make that a part of your earnest money agreements. First-time homebuyer tax credit form, the 5404. Also, the HUD required list of repairs. Check that link out, and make sure you're signing that HVCC petition. I'm only going to leave that poll question up for another day. I'm going to talk about that on hopefully tomorrow and Friday about that HERA legislation. I'm going to get a little bit more detailed. A lot of the answers on that poll were, I don't know what you're talking about. So I'm going to deal with that a little bit and make some points on that to clarify. So anyway, thanks again for watching and clicking through. Email me for that 203K marketing package I put together on how to market those 203K loans in your listings. And I look forward to hearing from you via phone, via email. I'll get back to you as quickly as I possibly can. And thanks again for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.